Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. I just want to respond to 93 Sports News, man. I don't know what is taking you guys so long to subscribe to that man's channel. Go subscribe to that dude's channel. Real talk, man. The dude always brings it. You know what he's talking about, man. The dude is very wise. You know, okay, man. He put out a video where, Chris Carter was on Fox Sports 1, cooning it up as usual. Just being a coon and a hypocrite and just being an all-out phony. It's funny, people's shit don't never stink until it's on somebody else. Your shit don't stink until it's on somebody else. Real talk. All of a sudden, Chris Carter is a stand-up dude. He's better than everybody. The man has never made a mistake. And when I see him just sitting up hating on Joe Mixon, saying if a team shouldn't draft him or take a chance on him, and say, oh, I don't see him on anybody's board and all that type of shit. The man is just a coon and a hater. He's somebody, I will call him a coon right to his face. Because that's what he is. And he contradicted himself on the interview. And I'm going to tell you how he contradicted himself in a minute. But Joe Mixon deserves another chance. He should get to play in the NFL. He's sitting up talking, Chris Carter's sitting up talking about, oh, well, the NFL needs to take a stand and send a message to people like, we're not going to tolerate this behavior. And, you hit a defenseless woman and all that type of shit. Even though she hit him first, people seem to forget that. To a certain degree, women can't have it both ways. They say they want equality, but then, they feel like they should be able to hit a man and think that a man ain't supposed to respond, or they feel like they shouldn't be arrested or they shouldn't suffer any consequences. It doesn't work like that. Equality goes both ways. If you say you want equality as your male counterparts, then you have to suffer the same consequences. Because, to be honest with you, in a lot of situations, they don't crack down on women for domestic violence like they should. But I didn't really get on here to talk about that. That's totally different subject, and don't come on here talking about I'm condoning hitting women. No. So don't put words in my mouth. But anyway, let me get to Chris Carter. Chris Carter tried, now this shows you what a hypocrite he is. He tried to justify, oh, well, yeah, I do agree that everybody deserves second chances. But it's just certain things that you should do where you just shouldn't be allowed to be in the NFL. The NFL needs to take a strong stance. Okay, first of all, let's talk about Chris Carter. Chris Carter, at the end of him spewing all his gibberish and his bullshit, he was sitting up saying, yeah, I did stuff and I got a second chance, but the stuff I did only affected me and only hurt me. What Mixon did, he hurt a woman and get the hell out of here. You shouldn't beat your kids and all that, and basically he was taking a shot at Adrian Peterson, that fucking purple lip ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's something else that Chris Carter need to worry about, because the nigga smoke weed. So, trust me, he does. Now, what if somebody start putting that out about him, just hating on him? Yeah, I'm hating on Chris Carter because he hating on Mixon. Now, first of all, he trying to justify. That's what a lot of people do. They'll try to say, oh, I did this and I did that, but it isn't as bad as what this person did. Well, first of all, actually, you did hurt other people by what you did. Because when you were having your substance abuse issues, when you were a drunk and a cokehead and all that type of shit, okay, what if you were driving and you were under the influence of cocaine and alcohol and you accidentally killed somebody while driving? You are hurting somebody. Okay, and every time you get into an incident outside of football, even though, I hate that, and your teammates have to answer for your actions, you are hurting other people. You're hurting your team. You're hurting the NFL. So for him to sit up there and say that he didn't hurt nobody but himself, that's a lie. That's a contradiction within itself. How many times have you heard Roger Goodell say no one is bigger than the league, and what your actions not only hurt yourself but your team in the league? So he contradicted himself right there, and he lied. So obviously he's a damn fool. See, if I was on that show, I would have ate him up. I would have shut him down. After I would have came with that, when he wouldn't have been able to say nothing, it would have been no way he could talk his way out of it. All the shit you did was a reflection on the Eagles. That's why Buddy Ryan kicked your ass off the team. And your black ass got a second chance. Mixon should get a second chance. Now, if he's stupid enough to do it again, then that's on him. I think he learned his lesson. At the end of the day, to tell you the truth, you know the real reason why him and that chick made peace? Because she wanted him to get into the NFL because she wanted a check. Not to mention she probably wanted to sleep with him. That's probably another reason. But yeah, man, Cris Carter needs to shut the hell up, man. He do, man. He's a damn fool. He contradicted himself throughout the interview. But anyway, man, enough about him. I'm out.